Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, and then look, I am now on my 9th session, or the end of the 3rd week of my training program, which I'm very happy with it. At least I lasted for 3 weeks without I lasted 3 weeks being very consistent with the training, and I'm really looking forward to this day because this is the last day of where I will push hard to do the recommended set that I put to myself, which is like 10 reps of each of the exercises. And then next week it will be my rest week. When I say rest week, it's actually like just a recovery week where I will just do half of the volume that I achieved for today. So which means if I'm doing all 10 reps, then next week I will be just doing five reps on all the exercises, and that's it. So that is to allow my body to recover. And then on top of that, the last session or the 3rd session of next week, I will be assessing myself, which I think I have already progressed quite a bit, but I'm just looking forward to see how much progress I've had in 3 weeks, especially because I know that my assessment numbers were not so bad, but it was like so tough for me to finish that day, and then I want to see how I feel after the assessment program. So I think that's about it. I'll get this done through with my very short, actually now on my first session, I think it was like 6-7 minutes for the entire program, aside from me talking right now. But then the real exercise, from exercise 1 all the way to the finish, it was like 6-7 minutes. But now I'm struggling a little bit, so it's slowing down, but it's still not, it's still within the limit of my 15 minutes allotted exercise program for my upper body. So I think the last one, I'm not so sure, but it's around 10-11 minutes, so which is still good. I still have more room to add some things at some point if I wanted to, if I need some adjustments with my training. So okay, so without delaying anything, I will start with my program. First exercise, assisted pull-ups.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the gas. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have a vision and purpose. And I feel like the patient lasts. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before, and man, I'm not perfect. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing.
Yeah. All right. That's the first pair done. I feel like I'm a little bit faster than usual, and also I'm gassing out a little bit more, but I think I feel like I'm improving a little bit just based on how I feel with the exercises. So that is a good thing. I'm sure, right? I have done 9 sessions already, 3 weeks of good training, easy, short, but I really feel like I have progressed, and I'm really looking forward to just do even shorter training sessions next week. And then the plan is after the assessment, regardless of the result of the number, I will continue with this kind of training program or with this kind of arrangement of the exercises, but I will just progress a little bit in terms of the intensity. So if you're following me, hopefully if you follow me the next time around as I change the program, you can see how I will go about on just adjusting the intensity a little bit, so I can still maintain that I will do back-to-back exercises without resting, and so that my training program is still short, and then I will adjust a little bit of the intensity. Right now I'm doing all assisted, so assisted chin-ups, assisted pull-ups, where I use my legs a little bit so that I'm not carrying my full body weight. So that's one thing. Later on I may have to lift a little bit, but I still don't want to do a full version of pull-ups because I think it's going to be a bit too much for me to do back to back, unless I will just do only like 3-4 reps. So which it's not going to help me to increase the volume of the work. So I'll just gradually increase a little bit. Okay, so here we go with the second set of exercises, which is assisted chin-ups.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life.
And then assisted dips.
I won't look back ever again. Yeah. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man. I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the patient lasts. You can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before, and man, I'm not perfect. I'm changing.
Just barely there. But rest week next week, so a bit motivated. Done. All right, so done with the second pair of exercises. So now the last session, I hope I remembered it correctly because I haven't reviewed the video yet. but I think I finished 50 reps of this level here, like this. So now I cannot go any lower than this. So in order to make it harder for me is either I can do it on the floor, which I think I mentioned it on the previous video, but then I don't want to do it on the floor, or I am refusing to do it on the floor right now, because that will be my assessment for next or for next week or a week from now. So what I will do is I will just lower this down a little bit, so that mainly I don't want to know how much I can do, how many push-ups I can do on the floor, because I would like to surprise myself as well. And then it might be a bit too far progression for me to also do that. So I have this this bench, which is just slightly lower than this one. I think I will do it with this bench. Then in that way I still wouldn't know how much or how many push-ups I can do on the floor. So that will be a good surprise for me next week. And then for the rest week, for the 2 sessions next week, I will be also doing it here, so which means it's not very taxing. Okay, so the maximum reps, last set, maximum reps of push-ups here.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man. I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, seeking, you deserve to be great. I know it feels.
All right, that's 40 reps. Maybe I will have 1 or 2 more reps there, but I would like to be a bit more conservative with my approach to training. So just to make sure I don't overly strain any of my joints, but I'm happy with the progress anyway. So I think I'm good. Still tiring as usual, though I'm only doing it for like 10 minutes, maybe 11 minutes, I'm not sure, but roughly there. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, as usual, you can always leave it in the comment section below. And then if you have any questions regarding the exercises, I can maybe make a short video out of it. And then that's it. Hope to see you next week, where I will do my recovery exercises. It's going to be a short video next week. And then hopefully we will cross fingers that I will get to see really good progress when I do the assessment training. Thank you guys for watching. Bye for now.